We're here with the 2000 Honda Accord, 4-cylinder engine, distributor cap here. Do you see all this built up oil? A lot of dirt, grease, and grime. Oil. I wonder where it's leaking. Is it the seal? Is it inside the distributor? It's leaking down here onto the car, the engine, transmission. Got to figure out what's going on here, and hopefully it'll be a simple fix. So first thing I did was to remove the air cleaner, air intake tube out of the way, just to make a little bit of space. There's 1, 2, 3 bolts that hold on the distributor. It's a 7mm bolt. See if I can. Got 2 out already. The other one's down here. A little harder to get to. I think I got it. Got my head in the way, I guess. There's a third one. And as we pop this off, the question is it leaking inside the distributor? Or is it from the seal around the back on the outside? I don't see a whole lot of oil inside this cap, which I think is good news, and probably indicates that we are looking at the seal back here that's leaking, and not the seal inside the distributor, because that would require probably replacing the distributor. But I think we might be able to replace that seal behind the distributor a little bit more easily. I had at first thought it was this connector down here, that sensor that plugs into the cylinder head. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe an engine temperature sensor, I'm not sure. But more than likely it's that O-ring seal behind the distributor. So the distributor got the cap off, unplugged the wire harness, and the distributor is held on with 2 12mm bolts here at the bottom. There's one, and I do suspect when it comes loose that we'll get some oil spillage. So I put the rag down here to try to catch it. I think it's just those 2 bolts. There's the second one. That's it. Coming off, a little bit of oil spilling out as predicted. Too much. Rag should be able to handle it. But I don't know if you can see it. This is this. Not sure if you can see this, but this is the seal around here, I think, that we will have to try to, the O-ring, I guess you could call it, that we're going to have to try to replace. That's probably what's leaking here. So hopefully that won't be too hard to come by, since I already took the distributor off. Alright, see if I can find it. Okay, so I got the new seal, $3.30. Here's the old one. We're going to take it off. This old one's been on here for 305,000 miles. So I don't think it really owes us anything. get it off. There we go. Old guy moved out of the way, and we'll use a little clean oil for the new one. And see if we can get him to go on without too much trouble. Okay, that's that. And now we're ready to go out and put it back on the car. All right, let's slide it back in. Our two 12mm bolts. Now there is like 1 degree of adjustment that you can make at the distributor, and I'm going to use that unscientific approach of using the clean part of the I'll be able to tell how it was before just by the parts that are knock that off. Right down like that should put it just like it was. Alright, that's back up in place. Everything looks good there. Distributor cap goes back on. These 3 bolts. Wire connector. the last one, which is harder to reach and harder to see. And we're all back together, running. And hopefully that's the resolution to that little problem of the oil leaking at the base of the distributor. I hear it happens a lot with these cars, and this one at 305,000 miles, stuff like that is just to be expected. Thanks for watching.